Hello, once again, PokePeeps, bringing you another set of PvP matches brought to you by the Ranger Curly Twitch stream. Go check out my Twitch. I'm on there every week, at least for an hour, doing some matches. These are some Retro Cup matches. In this set, I was trying out a Pokemon I've never tried before, and I don't think it would work outside of Retro Cup. But let me start up the lineup with a familiar face. This is my XL Medicham. As you can see, it is level 46. If you watch the channel, you're very familiar with this Medicham. I love to shield bait with the power-up punch. Every once in a while, I would run Ice Punch instead of Psychic, but Psychic has stab and it hits like a nuke, has a chance of lowering defense on your opponent. Just a great move overall, so just a great lead, especially with the lack of fairy types in the Retro Cup. You would love to have the fighting types out there. Still gotta be careful of confusion users if you're using like Machamp, but Medicham is part Psychic, so the confusion's doing neutral damage. Moving along, this is a Pokemon that I am familiar with when I am giving out gym badges at my local park, a Lapras. Now, the Lapras I use personally when giving out gym badges is a Shadow, and it's actually made for PvP. This one is not exactly a PvP, it's just a Legacy Lapras. At just almost 60%, it's not like a monster, but it's not bad either. A Lapras is still a tank at 60%. So its legacy has Ice Shard, has Ice Beam, and then the Surf. I'm using this mostly because Altarias are still running around, and I wanted to use something different from a Frostlass. Because a lot of people are expecting the Frostlasses. They're using things like Crustle, so the Lapras Surf will also help handle that. But last but not least, the Gothitelle. Yes, Gothitelle. As you can see down there, it's running Charm. I'm not sure how many Pokemon that aren't fairy types run Charm, but Gothitelle is one of them. Surprisingly bulky in the Great League. I thought this was going to be like an Ultra League only Pokemon, but no, Gothitelle is a little bulky in the Great League. It's running Charm, so it's hurting those Dragon types that are running around, like Kingdra, Dragonair, Altaria. But then it's also, surprise, surprise, running Rock Slide. Like, I don't know why Niantic said, like, hey, here's a cool Goth Pokemon, give it Rock Slide. But, you know, I'm not complaining. The Rock Slide is doing super effective damage on the common Frostlass. It's doing super effective damage on the Talonflames every so often. So, yeah, this proved to be a lot of fun, and these were some great matches on the Twitch stream. So, let's get into these battles. First match of the set, let us go. Who are we going to be up against tonight? Hated Death, how edgy. Alright, they send out a Jellicent. This is not good for us. I immediately get out of there and send out the Gothitelle. The Lapras wouldn't have really been a great answer to this either. Gothitelle was just kind of the lesser of the two bads. So yeah, I had the shield that, did not want to take a Shadow Ball, and they send out a Politoed. Very interesting. So I'm just going to keep charming it. I'm able to get to that Future Sight. If this Future Sight hits, it's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, nope, they shield. So now I have to sit here and wonder, like, they definitely charged up enough to get to a Blizzard or an Earthquake, which Politoed is very commonly known to run, and they just Weather Ball. So they take my shield, they're going to be able to Weather Ball me again, and then probably Weather Ball me a third time. Mud Shot, Weather Ball on a Politoed is brutal. But no, they went straight for the Earthquake. They weren't even going to Weather Ball. I would have taken advantage of that and charged up some more energy, but they didn't want my Gothitelle there anymore. So down it went. So, okay, here comes some more Weather Balls. I'm doing neutral damage. I could throw the Power-Up Punch, but I kind of want the Psychics for the Jellicent. So there's the Jellicent. I'm throwing the Power-Up Punch, hoping to get that shield. Will I get the shield? Nope. So now I'm getting to Psychic, and now they're definitely going to shield this Psychic. It gets a boosted Psychic move. And no, lucky me, they did not shield. That is definitely battle changing. So Shadow Ball here will take me out. There I go. Bring out the Lapras, but I might be able to Ice Shard it down. They quickly get out of there. And lucky me, there's an Altaria in the back, taking quad damage. I do fire the Surf instead of the Ice Beam just to conserve some more energy, maybe even farm a little bit for the Jellicent. I do have to be a little wary. Oh, but they did have that one shield. I burned through their one shield, able to get to that other surf. I have to wonder if this Altaria is running the Moonblast. It holds on from the surf. So are you our new Moonblasting Altaria? Let's see. Nope, Dragon Pulse. A Dragon Pulse Altaria, which does about the same damage, I think, as a Moonblast. And they get out of there. They don't even bother. Good game. Next match, up against a Leonardo Crow. What do you have in store for me, Leonardo? A Dugong. Great matchup for us. Dugong's very interesting. They usually run Icy Winds. And he's staying in. I'm doing super effective damage. But the way he switched, maybe he was expecting me to use a power-up punch here. So I decided to stay in, even though the Mew is resisting my fighting type. I might be able to do quite a bit of damage with my power-up punches. Also, they're doing quite a bit of damage with their Ghost Claw too. This might be a pretty big mistake on my part. Yep, so there is a Flame Charge making this a whole lot worse. I'm going for the Psychic Nuke. Does quite a bit of damage, but not enough to take it out. I'm hoping I can get to that power-up punch in time. I do not. Oof. I'm going to use my last shield because I got a lot of boosts in this Medicham. I would like to see these boosts used on something. I'm throwing the power-up punch. And there we go. So I stayed committed to this Medicham. Probably shouldn't have. And yep, I get out of there. Bring out the Lapras to do some quad damage to this Altaria. I get to the Ice Beam, do not fire, holding on to my energy because I'm sure their switch timer is up. There's a Moonblast, and you can see it did about the same as Dragon Pulse did in the last match. So now it's an Ice Water against an Ice Water. So this isn't fantastic. I have less health, but I do have more energy. So I'm going to unload all these Surfs before they have a chance of Icy Winding me and making my attack lower. As you see, my switch timer is still a-going, so I can't switch out this Lapras. I have to commit to it. And they actually use Water Pulse. That's just surprising. I would have expected an Icy Wind. So can I get to a Surf before getting knocked out here? Yeah, I sure can. Lapras is very beefy. Very good defense stat, very good HP, and not so bad attack. So I actually get their last shield with that, bringing out Gothitelle to hopefully charm this Dugong down. They do get to a move, however. Water Pulse does a nice little chunk, but not too bad. And they bring out the Altaria, probably hoping to get to a charge move before I can charm it down. They realize it ain't going to happen, and they quit. So yeah, that's the danger of a charm using Gothitelle in Retro Cup. So far, we are 2-0 up against Arturo in our third match. They send out a Frostlass, another not-so-great matchup for us. So I'm going to commit to it, though. My counter damage on a Ghost type is supposed to be doing like 4 times least effective. Ghosts completely resist fighting, but as you can see here, it is still racking up the same amount of damage they are doing to us with the neutral Powder Snow. So I'm going to be trying some power-up punches, maybe get some shields here. Can I get that shield? No, they called my bluff. So now I'm going to charge up the Psychic again, and I'm going to try again. I'm going to try and fire that power-up punch, but we see him P-Tide. A Shadow Ball will take me out, and Avalanche will get me very close. Alright, the Shadow Ball is shielded. I'm going for another power-up punch. Come on, man. Give me at least one shield here. No, once again, they call my bluff. So now I'm all for nothing. I am going to power-up punch a third time, not even going to fake it. Because now my attack stat is so buffed up, I'm going to quickly take out this Frostlass. But they are able to get to another move. I have no shields remaining, so down goes my Medicham. Yikes, they still have 2 shields. I am able to revenge KO with the Lapras, and they bring out a Snorlax. So Snorlax, I have to be careful of the superpowers, but I'm just going to start hammering it with some Surfs. I have to wonder if there is an Altaria back there that would not like to see my Ice Sharding Lapras, but Gothitelle should be able to handle that Altaria okay. It's going to be a little dangerous now because I have no shields. Man, if I could have at least gotten one shield bait to work. So there is the superpower. I am firing a Surf. I didn't quite catch what they swapped into. Was it the Altaria I was predicting? No, a Politoed. That was a fantastic swap by my opponent. Water on water is not very effective, so they soak up that Surf very easily. Haha, soak. Here comes a Weather Ball. If I were them, I might have charged up to a finishing move like Earthquake or Blizzard. Maybe they don't even have one on the Shadow Politoed. It is more expensive. I attempt to charm it down. I just barely get there. It would be very good if they used the shield with that Frostlass and Medicham, but it did not work. So they're able to shield my Rock Slides. What a shame. I am setting up my Lapras. They do not even get to a Surf, and they are going to take this game. So yeah, sometimes shield bait works, sometimes it doesn't. This is a match where I just could not get a shield off this guy. Good game. Going into the next match here up against a Hysterio. They send out a Frostlass, another super bad matchup for our Medicham. We were doing pretty neutral damage before, but maybe, just maybe, we can get a shield off this one. So here I go, going for the power-up punch shield bait. Will I get a shield this time? Yes, so that's what's supposed to happen, other guy. I'm supposed to take your shield. So I'm going to shield too. I don't want to take a Shadow Ball. It was just an Avalanche, but that still would have done quite a lot of damage. I tried to use a Psychic, does not work. I'm using a shield just in case. Yep, the Shadow Ball would have taken me out. So if my Psychic is either going to KO the Frostlass or it's going to get a shield. And I get the KO. Wonderful. And they send out a Barrel. Huh. Never seen a Barrel in PvP whatsoever, so this is very interesting. It makes me wonder, why would you send out a normal type into my fighting type? It's because they have a Vigoroth back there. I was almost going to sweep this guy's entire team with my power-up punching Medicham. So I'm guessing they were holding on to that shield for their normal types over here. I'm going to just send out Gothitelle. It's going to resist the counter damage from the Vigoroth. They are able to get to their charge move. Body Slam will do a nice little chunk of damage, but definitely not taking out Gothitelle here. Oh, no, they went for a Bulldoze. Okay. So now I'm just going to be able to charm this Barrel down, but I'm going to fire my Rock Slide just to burn that last shield. Now, they might have been able to get to a charge move, though. Let's see what's up. Yep, there's the charge move. What are you going to use, Barrel? A Surf. Okay, Water Gun surfing Barrel. So yeah, they're definitely doomed here. I'm going to resist their Water-type moves with the Lapras. They quickly realize it. Good game, guy. It's very interesting that you used a Barrel. Last match of the set, up against 3 Ag. Can we get that awesome 4th win? Not with this matchup, no. We're going to have to switch this up. Yeah, definitely don't want Altaria. Going to send out the Gothitelle. Lapras would be the much better matchup, but they would immediately switch. They switch anyway into a Kingdra. Like, maybe they thought my Gothitelle was using Confusion and not Charm, but I'm sure now they've quickly realized that this is a Charm-using Gothitelle. Maybe they also have a Medicham back there that they don't want Gothitelle to be touching. So let's see what is up. I am very ready. They are just stretching out that timer as much as they can. It was a Frostlass back there. So I don't know, maybe they thought I was using Confusion, maybe it was a misclick, not sure. So anyway, I'm going to Rock Slide the Frostlass. They definitely seem knowledgeable enough to know about the Rock Slide to shield it. I'm able to get to another Rock Slide, how wonderful. This is going to get the shield or KO the Frostlass. And I got both shields. I still have my shield. This is looking pretty positive. So I have to decide here, should I send out Lapras, hopefully catch an Avalanche? Nope, I'm going to send out the Medicham. Definitely going to be using a Shadow Ball just to take out my Medicham. I'm going to shield it. I really want my Lapras to go into that Altaria. Oh, perfect. And now it's switch locked. Yeah, this is definitely going to be my game now. But is it a Moonblast, Dragon Pulse, Sky Attack? Let's see. It's a Dragon Pulse Altaria. I'd be running Moonblast more, but maybe these are already like pre-made Altarias and people didn't want to just like use a Legacy TM on Altaria on a Community Day move. I don't know. Moonblast isn't that special, but it's still better than Dragon Pulse, I think. So I'm able to surf out that Frostlass and take the win. Woo! So that was 4 wins with Gothitelle. How cool is that? Gothitelle proved to be a lot of fun in the Retro Cup, being like the one charm user that's actually effective. That's not a fairy type. So anyway, get to my encounter with a 4 win is a Medicham. Don't need this whatsoever. Is it even going to be good IVs? Who knows? But no, thank you for joining me today, guys. If you enjoyed these Retro Cup matches, go check out last week's video where I was using a Shadow Machamp in the Retro League. It was pretty good. A Shadow Machamp is a glass cannon. It's just kind of fulfilling the role of Medicham in a different way. That different way mostly being that it can rock slide a Frostlass. Once again, all of these matches were on my Twitch stream, so go follow me at twitch.tv/TheRangerCurly if you want to see me live doing matches. Once again, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the matches, and as always, happy hunting.